my goodness! Holy sh!
Morning, folks. I slept a lot better back here than I thought I would. Could use a little more padding. A little chilly last night, not too bad. I only have my one thrift store blanket here, using it like a sleeping bag. Not too shabby. I hear signs of life out there. Like the parking lot's starting to fill up, so I'll get shimmied out of here and break camp, move up to the front of the parking lot, get things going. All right, I'm up. Let's see if we can get my poor abused legs gimping along here, and let's go look at some cars. As I'm sure you're probably aware, it's going to be pretty heavy on Ford content, but let's go.
Under a fence? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already getting warm. Just right in this.
This is what is there.
Two-door wagon.
Back to that little ranchero. You got Armstrong. All the way back.
They get a lot.
Yes, it is. If Chrysler had it, they would have to keep paying taxes on it. A lot more taxes.
Once upon a time, I bought an Eagle. It's a slick-looking T-Bird. Saw it in town yesterday. Somebody else got a good beer. I finally got to see an Edsel 59. Poetry in motion. Seem to be a lot more 59 Edsels surviving than the 58s or 60s. Of course, there weren't very many 60s made. Marauder. Nice, but I prefer my 65's body lines more so than this one. Well, this one's interesting. Still pretty early yet. A lot of cars still haven't made it in, so I'm going to have me a breakfast of funnel cake while I wait for more to arrive.
My bee stepped on a dog. How did you do
I spy some 58 Edsel taillights there. Yeah, it's a Chevy, but I'm a sucker for a step side. We don't know if we're related, but the name's got to be together somewhere.
Oh, you don't know if you're related?
Came down with the fella. Chuck Sweater. Yeah, if you look at there it is.
Now you can probably even reach the pedals. Can you drive it? No. I'm not that nice. All right.
Look at those fins. Even got a flathead in it.
Yeah, like I said, I always wanted a white one with a red interior. And only $47,000. Jesus. I didn't bring my checkbook, so we couldn't buy
Something a little different.
Did you ever know anybody with a? Did you ever?
Interesting. 69 front, but it doesn't have the fake intakes.
This is crapping on you, you know? Come on.
I know where there's one of these sitting. Not nearly this nice though. It's the, I may be wrong, but I think an SST, is that? '67. Next best looking year Galaxy to the 64, in my opinion.
Very true.
Mercury Meteor. Formal roof Torino 7071, 68, 69 Ranchero. Still running the flathead. I remember when these were all the rage for derby cars. Probably not as solid as it looks. And there you can see it's pretty wavy around the quarter.
Nice guy.
Has a sinister look to it. What's better than one international scout? 2 international scouts. Well, and Ford Broncos are better too. Yeah, I think I'd show that off too.
They got so much different stuff going on.
Yep, that was with us. An extra one.
The Thunderland stage will be busy all weekend. It's the destination for scheduled vehicle unveilings, concerts, and of course, the Miss Iola Pinup Contest. Thursday night will feature the country music of Nashville recording artist Wes Brown and an Alphaville PA system.
Mostly just because that hood is cool as shit.
At the 50th annual Iola Car Show. The Iola Car Show is considered one of the greatest and most historic automotive events in America. Known for massive sizes and participation from swap vendors and art exhibitors alike. By the selfless efforts from young, everything in between. Right here in Iola and surrounding communities. From mowing lawns with the
Mostly just because I like the color.
I've never been stopped. I would thought for sure it'd be like that anyway. Right. Well, I got the obvious plates in this. I don't have the plates in this. If they're gonna do something, yes.
Oh, did you look at that Bronco? That Bronco?
Not really a big truck guy, but just because it's unusual. I have no idea what it is other than a Mack. believe that's a 67 as well. And the Cougar is 69. Oh, no, that's 70. This is much better. Let them come to me. Got a whole row of hearses here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the first time I've ever seen a white hearse. And 6.
Dad!
What do you mean by that? He said that's maybe tractor or labor.
I'd like to have one of these old flat fenders, especially one that came out of a Ford plant.
Same color. Same color and all. There's a two-door though. Still. I wanted it. I was retiring now.
Nice color scheme. No, I'm not checking out his butt.
We had a drink, okay?
excited that this 50th to have it. Shift's appearances presented guests this year you don't want to miss. Miss Jersey's Golden Shifter. This iconic beauty queen was and is a household name among racing enthusiasts and throughout the industry. In the mid-60s,
Most watched TV show in the world.
your chance to meet the living legend, Linda Vaughn.
I don't know why that front end makes me think of a snowmobile.
Partnership with North Star Gaming and Resort. You can catch Candy Clark, Mackenzie Phillips. Stop on down, say hello, be sure to tell them how their work and your passion for cars.
Hunter, you want to see the inside? You've never seen the inside. You just always look.
You know? So then I found out about it.
Some sort of liquid-cooled V-twin engine in here. Check this one out. This is what I've always wanted to do with something. Use wide 5 hubs. I think they're just so cool looking. I've collected quite a bit of stuff to do it, but it's not the right vehicles come along yet. Everything's starting to look the same. There's so many cars here, so I'm kind of focusing on rat rods now. Okay, haven't seen a 50s Ford panel here yet this weekend. Small block Ford even. Gotta get this Buick Riviera.
But I mean, there's good opportunity for it, so.
Oh, you don't. This is just like the swap meet yesterday. You think you're getting to the end of something, and then you come around a corner, and oh Lord, there's a whole shitload more. Okay, Edsel number 3. We got one of each year now. Okay, this is getting kind of ridiculous. They're all just looking the same anymore, so I'm just going to kind of pick out the weirdest ones. Well, you can't get much more weird than some of these older Dodges. Packard, huh? Okay, you can't get much more bizarre than this. I never thought I'd ever see one of these in my life, and there's two of them here. For those of you that don't know, it slips my mind right now what they're called. Amphicar or something. They're an amphibious car. Made in Germany in the 60s, I think. Let's see here. 67. Yeah, I knew these things existed. I never thought I'd see one in person though. It's so tiny. Two-cylinder cool engine. '67 Comet Cyclone convertible. I know where there's one of these. It's not the Cyclone, but it's the Caliente convertible. Obviously not in good a shape as this. Marlin. I kind of want one of these, not because I think it's a good looking car or anything, but it's just because I collect Marlin rifles. Okay, I've never seen this before. I've only ever seen one other one of these Land Rovers, this type anyway. You know what I haven't seen here and probably won't? A Suzuki LJ20, and I have one of those. '63 supercharged.
And we got by a tower, somebody by this truck, 50 minutes. I'm ready to somebody to fix it. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna ramble. Did I talk to you? Yeah.
These are cool, just as cool as flat fenders. Hell with the rest of the Jeeps. These are the only two cool ones they ever made. I had this exact car a long time ago, except mine was yellow. It was the Gran Torino Sport. '73, same year. Old Ford wagon. Got the hideaway headlights in this one.
16, we got a.
That spring and that piece of what he's looking for. Those two.
Apparently they got an area set up here just specifically for Studebakers. Truck over there. Another 59 Edsel. If that's not oddball enough. Looks to have a, I don't know if that's a 4.6 or a 5.4 overhead cam Ford V8 in it. Interesting.
That was the Iola. That wasn't even
Well, one thing I haven't seen here is a first generation Econoline. There might be one here, but I haven't seen it. And I've only seen one Bronco, and I saw one drive by. But that might be because there's a big Bronco celebration going on in Wisconsin Dells not far away this weekend. I did ask if I could go up in the tower there and pan around and get a shot of the whole area, but they said that it was locked and they didn't have access to it. But, I thought that would have been cool just to show the full size of this place, but everything's starting to look the same. Let's head on over to the car corral, see if there's anything cool over there. I'm gonna have to make my way back through the swap meet to do it. Let's see if I can do that without buying more crap. Well, to nobody's surprise, I did not make it through the swap meet area without buying something. These were marked for 50, I got them for 30. If it turns out my new zero-turn mower starts getting stuck when the ground's muddy, these are going on it. $27.5. An elk amino. No price tag on it that I'm seeing. Mustang 2 in a nice shade of orange. 351 Cleveland C6, $34,000. 63, 64 Comet. I'm not sure what year it is. 64, 10.5. That don't seem like a terrible deal. 347 stroker, 4-speed. Don't seem bad at all. Interesting. Pontiac badging on a Camaro. Got a ratty old Tri-5 here. I couldn't tell you what year it is. Let's find out. 1956 for $20,000. This car corral is bigger than most podunk car shows. Let's get back to this. 62 Mac. Don't see a price. $48,000. Pontiac Silver Streak with the straight 8. Don't have it anymore. 44,900.
Hi.
Me likey.
$60 on Ralph because he probably has them all already.
I don't know what this is, but I like it because it's weird. A gram. Never heard of it. 1939 gram shark nose. 49.9.
All the stuff on this side.
Power wagons are always cool.
12,000.
You seeing this, Kelly Cat? 61? 60? I'm not sure. Sure. Tight fit on that trailer. Let's see. Oh, 62. No price. Sold for $18,500 or something close to it. Who knew these things would ever be worth that? Ain't gonna lie, I always like this body style blazer more than anything. $18,500 for it. Damn. Yet another 59 Edsel. $6,500. That's nice paint on this little booger. $28,500. 67 Comet, I think. Oh, it says Capri. Oh, maybe.
Well, I was going inside. Inside a building.
The rest is history. She even convinced him her ideal honeymoon was Hot Rod Power Tour 2007, the year they got married.
Still got the 200 straight 6. 55, 56, 55. 39.9.
Presented by Iola Car Show sponsor eBay.
77 MG Midget. 12.9. It's so tiny. Got one of these in my shed. It's a 76 though. Torino convertible, 68, 69.
Military bases in Vietnam. This was followed by a host of TV appearances,
30,000.
as well as a few movie roles. Bay. Don't miss your chance to meet the living legend.
Sold. Triumphs. I don't know much about these. Let's just take a look. 1960. 25,000.
Done over 70 movies, including God's Not Dead and Soul Surfer. Stop by his tent on the main drag.
And right next to it,
Filming has taken place for a movie.
Jag.
Unquestioned champion of cruising classics. Of course, we're talking about American Graffiti, which
Sold.
was officially released
68.
back in 1973. We are honored to be hosting iconic cast.
I'm not sure what this is. Mercury? Maybe Hudson? Lincoln? I don't know. 56 Lincoln.
Everyone participating in the cruise out will get a goodie bag filled with great treats.
29 Ford truck, 22,000.
Goodie bags are available while supplies last.
Sweet.
If you're not going to leave with your car, you're welcome to participate in the cruise out by simply parking your car.
Alright, this is bizarre enough that I gotta take a look.
Please return to your van. James Gardetto. Please
If I could get to it.
Thanks. So yesterday was the perfect moment to do it.
Version only 1 of 5 made. I like the saw blade visor. It has a 5-liter in it, Ford 5-liter. $9,000 doesn't seem too shabby a deal compared to some of the other prices I'm seeing here. 65 Comet, here we go, here we go. Oh, you hate to see that. Look at those exhaust manifolds, homemade. Yeah. 15.5.
I know, I know. We're still looking for that price tag.
$65,000. 65 Ford. 19.5. And we'll look at one last one here. You see there's a tank in the back. Does it run on propane?
And a US trailers here.
8,500. A line coming off it. Doesn't say anything about it. Oh, right there, propane. I doubt it's injected though. People misuse that word all the time when it comes to propane. That's one of my little bugaboos, the way people always use the words propane injection. It's propane, sure, but it works like a carburetor. I don't know why people always use the words propane injection together. And don't get me wrong, there are propane injection systems out there, but chances are that one isn't. Most of them are not. Well, folks, that's it. I am done. It is pretty much noon, which is about the time I wanted to get out of here. I wanted to make good time on the way home. Maybe try to stop at Brownells on the way home before they close. I'm not sure what time they close on Saturday, but anyway, I gotta say, this car show and swap meet was quite impressive. Like I already mentioned, that car corral, that puts most car shows to shame just right there. I didn't get to go to Good Guys last weekend, even though this one is a lot further away from me than Good Guys. Good Guys is only like 45 minutes, and this was like 8 hours. I would much prefer to go to this one for one main reason: swap meet, because I'm a swap meet junkie. That's why on the way out of the car corral, I detoured around it. There was a set of tractor tires there, a pair of them, that have been tempting me for the past 2 days. I was like, no, I don't need them. I need to just stay away from them. So I need to get on the road and get some distance between me and those before I go back and try to score them. I think I bought enough crap, even though I didn't really spend a lot of money, but I did buy a lot of stuff. Yeah, I am tired. My feet and legs are killing me. So I'm going to start heading south back for home. So thanks for coming along with me. And until next time, find yourself a project and have fun with it. Whoa, hold on there, Chief. We're not done with this story yet. I'll try to make this story as abbreviated as I can, but yeah, about an hour away from the car show, on my way home, the Ranger died. Nothing, dead. I managed to coast off the exit ramp and get on the shoulder of the road, and it didn't take me long to diagnose that apparently my alternator had died. Yeah, battery was dead, had nothing. And now I couldn't film any of this because I had been filming the car show on my cell phone and I hadn't got around to plugging it back in and recharging it yet. So I needed to save what little battery I had left on my cell phone to be making phone calls and trying to figure out how I was going to get out of this mess. So I didn't film any of it. But anyway, again, long story short, I pretty much exhausted all the options I could think of. I'd already called 2 parts stores that were 10 miles away. They had what I needed, alternator and a battery. I could not find any way to get them to me. The parts stores wouldn't deliver. There was just a whole list of things I tried. But the one that really flabbergasted me the most was the local cab company would not come out that 10 miles to either bring me the parts or to pick me up to go get the parts. 10 measly miles is how far away the parts were that I needed. I had the tools, it was an easy fix. Anyway, I was almost to the point of giving up. Well, not giving up, but my only option left was to walk the 10 miles to go get them. And I was about to embark on that when a very helpful fellow gearhead pulled in and asked me what was going on. I told him the story and he said, "Get in the car, let's go get your parts." Mr. William Johnson of Iola, Wisconsin. I can't thank him enough. I mean, it wasn't enough that he helped me, but he was on his way to spend time with his family at, I believe, the county fair or something that was going on. So yeah, thank you, William. And thank your family, too, for being so understanding. You really saved my bacon that day.
William Johnson.
Johnson from Montello.
From Montello.
I can remember that part. I'm terrible with names. Thanks again, sir.
Not a problem.
You saved my life.
If you need anything, man, call me. I'll be back.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.
Chickens outside the gas station? What kind of madness is this? Aren't you a fine fellow? Here's your lady friend there. And even though my problem seemed to be over, further a couple hours later, going on down the road, as I came over a hill, I noticed way up in the distance on the shoulder a familiar sight to me. I was like, that is an early Bronco. I know that shape all too well. But as I come up on it, there were cars around me. So, and as I went by, I was looking to see, is there someone there? And they need help. But yeah, I couldn't. There was someone there. I couldn't pull off instantly because, yeah, there was a lot of traffic around me. So I just went up the next exit, turned around, and come across the road to see if he needed help. He'd blown a radiator hose. He was on his way to a car show in Dubuque. Yeah, Dubuque. But he said he had a tow truck on the way, so I just kind of stayed there and chatted, talked about Broncos with him for a while. He just bought this a couple weeks ago and was still kind of working the bugs out of it. So on the way home, run across this Bronco parked alongside the road. Guy was having trouble, said he's got a tow truck on the way. I stopped and was talking about his Bronco, and some other people pulled in. I've seen what they've got in the trailer is a Bronco. I've seen this one before, and it is crazy the amount of work and the detail of this thing. I saw it at the car show up in Des Moines. It's like a little Bronco gathering here along the interstate.
And
even smells like new paint.
I know. That's a motor right there.
Oh, you got lift?
Original Bronco color.
Was it?
Yeah, it's called Whitney Blue. But what we thought was white rust.
You're running all the Explorer front dress.
Yes, got the Explorer front dress.
That's what I'm putting on my 76, except I think I'm going to run a Saginaw pump.
Okay, yeah, this is the original one, and got the dual snipers.
Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that. It's got duals.
Dual quad snipers, yeah.
So that makes
302 or
sense.
351?
It's 408.
408, nice.
Yeah. What's a motor like that run?
It's 408 Ford. It's a 351 stroked out to 408 basically. So.
Holy smokes.
What heads you running?
This is a Blueprint crate engine, so it's got their Blueprint engines, aluminum heads on it. So their own casting. So.
Oh my God, I'm blown away. I am blown away this is even happening. I didn't have to go to a car show. I
got a little Bronco gathering here.
One just pulled on the side of the road. Wow. This is nice.
Alright, made it to Brownells, but wait a minute. They're closed. It's only like 10:30. Damn you, Ranger! You cheated me out of getting to look at guns. Oh well. But the Lion's Den is still open. Giggity.